Hello everyone, Eileen Godwin here from the Sweet Poppy Stencils design team, and it's my turn to share with you a demonstration as part of the Sweet Poppy Stencils Inspirations Day, where we feature some of our new stamps and stencils. I've had lots of fun times playing, and I'd like to share this card with you. It features the fabulous new Dandelion Stencil and Kaleidoscope as well as a background. Right, let's go. So I've got my Misty here, and I'm going to use the back of my Misty to fix the stencils to whilst I ink them up. I've got a piece of cardstock from Paper Mill Direct, and this is ivory cardstock, and it's I think it's 15 centimetres, yes, 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres square. Pop the card in front of me so that I can see what I'm doing. And the first thing is to tape up a frame on the left-hand side and along the bottom. So I'm just going to mask off that left-hand side. I'm using Sweet Poppy Stencils low tack tape, stencil tape. Got a bit of a mark there. That's a good start. And then that will go there. I'm not doing the top or the other side, just this left and the bottom. And then popping the first stencil down, and this is the Kaleidoscope stencil, beautiful image. Popping that down, I'm not filling the whole of the square with this, I'm just using part of the image. So bringing it down just a bit more, like so. And I want to make sure that I don't really get any stray ink along areas of the cardstock that I want to be nice and clean, so just taping up those side areas. And then starting off with Archival Ink Orange Blossom. I'm using Archival inks because they're transparent, and I love layers, and I love the transparent look as you can see through the layers. So this is Orange Blossom. Quick makeup brush, one of these small makeup brushes. Just going to move this over a little bit, and I need some of the copy paper just to blend out some of the ink with, like so. Yeah, nice. Just checking I'm in shot. Let's move that down a smidge, I think. That's better. So just doing part of this kaleidoscope. Take off some of the ink so that it doesn't leak under the stencil, so it isn't too wet. And I'm not doing the whole image, just over half of it. Increasing the depth of colour by adding more ink as I go. That should do me. And then lift that up. Yes, I'm pleased with that. Just giving it a quick wipe with a clean cloth. Mind your fingers now, these are really sharp, these stencils. Don't want to cut yourself. And then popping the stencil back down and over maybe just a little bit more towards the right hand side. Down just a fraction more here, just trying to see where I'm going with this. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to get it exactly right each time, but what I'm looking for is this stencil to be on in 3 areas, different colours, 3 different colours, same stencil. And this time it's goldenrod, again archival, yellow brush, lift that up. Yes, that's good. That's not bad at all. And then again, another quick wipe. And then moving it over now more to the left-hand side. Going to do some of the image in blue. Going to ink the image in blue. I think it will do round about there. I think this can come up just a little bit, like so. Again, it's not to hold the stencil down. The magnetic part of the MISTI is doing that. It's this. Keep it in place so it doesn't move. And protects the areas that I don't want the ink to stray onto. Right, this blue is gorgeous, called Seafarer. It's really dark, but lovely, and it will really catch your eye. There's some pop. Yeah, let's have a look. Yes, that's good. So now that can stay on, but move up a bit. I've got another stencil now to go on, and that is this beautiful Dandelion, and that's going to go just above. Which way round is it? That way. Yeah, it doesn't matter with these stencils, of course, which way round you have them. So, whatever way you like. So I want the larger one on this side, I think, instead of on the left. I want it on the right. And where's the bottom of my tape? There. So this one is just above, just showing above that. Right, I think that I'm there. So this is just up from the bottom. I've got some of that stem and that one. And again, taping off because I'm using a really dark ink now, which is Mulberry. Again, it's archival. A really rich, deep red, gorgeous colour. And this is it, Mulberry, beautiful. Not too much ink at a time again. Take some off before you apply, and apply in layers. Until you're happy with the depth of colour that you've got. And this wants to be really rich because this is a top layer, so you really need this to pop. think that will do me. The stencil I clean off with isopropyl alcohol. That will clear your archivals because it isn't water-based, they're oil-based. They dry really quickly, not instant, but quick. And got this lovely transparent look. But they do stain your stencils. So isopropyl alcohol or nail varnish remover will get rid of any residue of ink that you have. And now I'm going to take off this tape. Lovely crisp look there and there as well. Beautiful. Really happy with that. Turn my copy paper over. Let's take this out of the way. Now I'm just going to do the last bit of stamping. Oh, getting in a mess now. Let me just check that I'm in shot when I put it back. That's good. So just going to my MISTI to do the stamping. So I've got one of these sticky sheets in here, popping that in the corner. And I'm using a word from one of the Sweet Poppy Stencils stamp sets. And this is an A6 stamp set called Family. And you get loads of different things, loads of different sentiments in here. Really gorgeous. But I'm just using the small one called Happy Birthday. And you've also got Friends. Life is about making memories. Love you to the moon and back. There's loads in there. So just popping that down there to the side. So just checking that it's on a line here, so that it's dead straight. Looks like it. Yeah. Right. Archival ink black. My MISTI squeaks, I'm afraid. I've tried curing it and got nowhere. So WD-40 and all that stuff. Still squeaks, so I'm putting up with it, but apologies. Right. Happy birthday. One. Oh, I don't need to do that anymore. It's really nice and opaque. Okay, good. That was Archival Jet Black. Wiping fingers, getting paranoid now. And then onwards and upwards. I'm really pleased with that. That looks very pretty. Right, turning the card on its side, I'm just going to put in now, I'm using a black pencil, Graphstone, black lead. I'm not going to risk using ink in case I make a mistake. So I'm just going to pop in the line or a border of the side, frame it. If I can make it straight. Like so. Just a tiny amount, not right the way up. You can use a black pen if you're brave. The black pen does look better, I must admit, but I'm not brave enough to have to redo it all again. Just finding the lip of the card here. You can use a ruler, obviously, but I like these T-squares. They're so handy. So that's coming out and across. There we go. And I'm going to add a tiny amount of black. Oh, I've got to do my border right round the edge with the Sharpie. You're going to love that. But first of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. First of all, I'm going to add a few bits of glitter. So I have a silver pen. Now this is dual metallic. It's called Hybrid Dual Metallic. It looks black, but it's silver. So very quickly now, going to just highlight the petals of the stencil. Now I'm really moving this because I don't want the video to run too long. I have trouble loading it if it's too long. But you take your time and highlight as many petals with this silver or whatever colour you want, sparkle, just lifts it and pops it out. You can do all of them if you wish. Like so. And then I've got another one here, just the larger one there. Yeah, it looks really pretty. It's all nice and shiny. So just to recap, take your time with this. Okay. I feel guilty that I'm not doing it properly, but I know you'll forgive me. I'm sure you will. Oh, I'm not taking more care. I'm doing it properly, but I'm just not taking as much care as I should. And because otherwise the video won't load and I get into trouble, you know. That Lucy is a terrible taskmaster. Not. Okay. So that's the silver. Then I want to add some golden dots, and I've got this Sparks paint from Finnabar, and this is called Dragon's Eye. So the maker is Finnabar, the range is called Sparks, and then they do a whole load of different colours, and this is one of them, Dragon's Eye, and it's a gold, and it is absolutely lovely. I use it a lot. I have an embossing tool. So taking some of the paint out and popping it onto the copy paper, like so, a bit more. You don't use much. And then I'm just going to pop down some dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not doing. You overload if you do every single one of these petals on this beautiful dandelion. 3, 4, 5. So don't want to do that. So I've just done 5 dots, put 5 dots on each one with this gold. Now need to be careful because it takes a while to dry, okay? So be careful of that. Taking my Sharpie and watching where I put my fingers, just going to go round. Close your eyes if you're squeamish. Oh, that's good. And then the last thing I'm doing is with a black ink pen. It's a black fine liner from Ranger. And it's called Letter It. It's a fine liner. This one is 04 is the number of the nib. I think they do 01 and up and whatever, but they're all still very fine lines, very small. So just going to pop a tiny dot on the end there. Make sure keep out of the gold paint. 1, 2. Just add a few there, and then 1, 2, 3 there. Just adds another little bit of added interest to that. So I've got a base card. I've taken an A3 sheet of Paper Mill Direct Ivory cardstock, which is what I've used for the base. I've taken the A3 sheet, I've folded it, creased it, and I've cut it to 18 by 18 centimetres square. And I like my cards to be 10-fold. 2 reasons for that. One, they look so much better when you photograph them and they're 10-fold. They look firmer and and you can alter the angle that you're using to photograph the cards. And when you place a card on a mantelpiece to display, they stand up for far longer than a card the normal way. You know, they're easily knocked over, but 10-fold takes a little bit more, strength to barge it out of the way. Well, that's what I've found anyway. Now, I am going to, I'll show you in a moment, put the Sharpie around the base card as well and pop that in there. I'm not going to do that with this. I'm not chancing my luck. But if you look on the original, my original has got the black Sharpie around the edge there, as well as on the topper. And that's it. Right, where's my piece of cardstock? So this is, and I'll just glue that onto that. You don't want to see me doing that. It's boring, isn't it? So I've done that. I did have, I've noticed on the main card, I did have a few more dots going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another couple coming over. That's better. It looks better balanced now. Right. So pop that there. That in there. Move that down a bit into shot. Da 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 da. Have a fabulous day. Enjoy the rest of Sweet Poppy Stencils Inspiration Day. And the girls on the design team and myself have thoroughly enjoyed having your company. Thanks for being with us. Bye for now. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.